Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Chop It Up. This is just going to be a little quick hitter. I want to talk about something that happened to me about 2 or 3 weeks ago. There's a big box store I usually go to buy my fitness equipment and sporting goods, stuff like that. And I was in there for about the third or fourth time, waiting on some equipment to come in on the trucks, asking if it was there. And the lady says, "Hey, you're into fitness. What do you do?" I said, "Well, I'm a certified personal trainer." She says, "Well, you could get a job here." So I look around. I said, "There's a gym here?" She says, "No, we like to hire people that, are passionate about what they do, athletes and stuff like that. Do you know anything about bikes?" I said, "Well, no, but I could learn." So she said, "You could work fitness and bikes." I said, "Yeah, sure." So she calls somebody else, I guess somebody a little higher up on the ladder, and says, "Hey, this guy can work fitness and bikes." She says, "Yeah, you'll do that?" I said, "Yeah, of course." She says, "Well," and I explained about my mom, and how I need some different hours. She said, "Yeah, no problem." And she says, "Well, can you pass a background check and a urine test, a drug test?" I said, "Yeah, I can pass a drug test all day." She says, "Well, what about the background test?" I said, "Well, that all depends. And she says, "Well," she says, "Have you been in some trouble?" I said, "Yeah, it was a long time ago." She says, "Oh, well, that shouldn't be a problem. It's not like you didn't rape or kill anybody, did you?" So I said, "Well, I didn't rape anybody." And she says, "Huh?" I said, "I didn't rape anybody." So she says, "You killed somebody?" And I said, "You make it sound so bad when you say it like that." And I kind of laughed a little bit, trying to diffuse the situation. And she says, "Seriously?" And I said, "Okay, listen, seriously, about 32 years ago, I got in some trouble." I said, "And it's nothing to laugh at, but, I shot some people and somebody died and I went to prison." This is what I get then. You know what I mean? And I wanted to say it's not contagious, but
yeah. You're not gonna go out and kill somebody.
yeah, so she looks at me and I said, "Well, look, I'll still come here and shop." You know what I mean? And she says, "Yeah, that'd be about the best thing." And she was gone. And, it was over with. But it's a funny thing, when you meet people and it's like no matter what a person has done other than kill somebody. And look, murder is a terrible thing. Yeah, murder's a terrible thing. I don't need somebody to tell me that.
Yeah,
But it's like no matter what else a person does,
they can be forgiven.
like if Mike Tyson, everybody knows Mike Tyson was a boxer, but nobody describes him as a boxer now. If Mike Tyson sold cars, they'd say he was a car dealer, a car salesman. You always hear about what somebody's doing now, unless it was that.
Yeah, that's just murder.
And I even had this conversation. Somebody said something about, "You're not a killer, are you?" You're not a killer, are you? And I was like, "Well, no. I mean, not if you count what I'm doing lately. But
Yeah,
if you go back 30 years, then I guess you'd have to say something different."
yeah.